Hi, Yash on YouTube, Beyond the Alchemy. You know, there's more than a few people that don't even know what this inner glow, what we're even talking about. Like, what are we referring to? Inner glow. There's people that their lifestyle is so debaucherous, it's in their minds are so dull that if you show them a human being who has a inner glow versus somebody that doesn't have an inner glow, and you ask them, you say like, okay, do you see any difference between these two people? Same age, you know, everything. They'll say, no, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? And one could be like really in a unhealthy state, mentally, emotionally, physically. The other one could be, you know, vibing, thriving, and they wouldn't know the difference. So the benefit and the whole purpose, again, of being on this planet and tasting duality is so that we have the contrast. Now, those of you who have been also in the past living a debaucherous life and just unhealthy and just no life force, no energy, no control over your mind or moods, and people upset you and you're just tired and weak-willed and all that, you remember what that's like. And then something inside got tired of that. That's grace. That's grace helping you because your spiritual tendencies started to wake up and you wanted to change your life. Now you're eating better, you're maybe exercising, sleeping better, and you're practicing semen retention. And you can see the difference. You can see, and other people can see the difference. And they comment. You know, and when you look in the mirror, something's more, or when you take a photo or something, or on a video, something's more alive. There's more light coming through. Why? Because we're not breaking that down. We're not obstructing this natural inner light. It's natural, by the way. Everybody should have it. They do have it, but everyone should express it at some point. But it gets obstructed, eclipsed by our lifestyle and so we have to learn, like, you know, and we get a guide and we get somebody to help us at some point, like something feels like I'm not living at my highest level. What do I got to do? How do I do that? And then you start doing that and you start to feel the difference and see the difference because you have the contrast from before. Now, if you were just vibing and thriving from the get-go, which I don't know anybody that has, from the time you were born, you're just a beam of light, then you wouldn't really appreciate it so much. Even people would tell you, man, you're really damn, like, you're from outer space or something, like, what's happening? You look golden, like, what happened? And you'd be like, I don't know, thanks, man, I don't know what you're saying, though, you know, because there'd be no contrast. So this is the benefit of living a life that you were just kind of suppressing just your natural state, your inner light, and now you've transformed on some level, and you're starting to vibe and beam more bright, and you want more of that. You see, be addicted to that. That's a good thing. You just want to be more of who you really already are. The whole thing's a hoax, really. It's crazy. So how do you lose this inner light, though? Well, you know, because you've done it. See, anybody that's doing semen retention on this level, you guys are, I feel you're more awake than the average person, for sure. That's why I like speaking on these, making these videos on this particular subject, because I feel like the people that are interested in this, you're on another notch, you're on another level. It's beyond just you just don't want to just eat healthy and, you know, what's the best exercises to do to get gains, and you're not on that level of health. You're on you want to be, you're aware that there's a deeper level of health, and somehow you've been graced to find that via semen retention, and you've experienced it and you want more of that. That's why I like making videos for these people, because then these people are more primed for the ultimate level, which is doing a spiritual practice that shows you who you are beyond this human body. Even the healthy human body who's vibing, that's still an outfit that we're wearing. It just means our video game self now is really vibing and thriving. But who are we beyond that? We don't have a form. So this is what a spiritual practice does. It helps reveal that to us. And I feel the people who are really devoted to semen retention, for the most part, they're good candidates for this. And this is who I want to talk to. So you know how you can lose this inner glow. If you had any time, if you put any time together at all on semen retention, then, even, I don't know, man, you can notice in a couple days, a few days of difference, or a week. I got to be careful when I say this, though, because then the mind will have these expectations, and somebody who's just starting may feel like, damn, maybe something wrong with me. I still feel the same and look the same. So, yeah, just chill. This stuff works. You just gotta keep doing it, and you'll see. Maybe somebody else could tell the difference. That's the thing. Like if you put like a week together of semen retention, if I saw you before that and then I saw you after that, I would be able to tell the difference. My perception's a little more subtle, so I could see. It's not gonna be a big difference. You're not gonna be like the sun, like you were like a dark moon yesterday, now you're the sun. It's not like that big a contrast, but there's some light shining through, and that increases as time goes on. But I'm pretty sure I would see it in you, and I wouldn't be placating you either. I'd just tell you, yeah, bro, I can see, and I could hear in the voice, and I could feel in your vibe and your energy, something's just waking up, It's like the seed, the little, it's starting to come up, and starting to become something, it's starting to flower. So you can see that. If you can't see that, don't worry about it. It's there. It's happening. There's no, semen retention isn't discriminative or prejudice. It works for everybody, whoever does it. It works for women also. If they stop having sex and masturbating all the time, they're also going to come into a more fuller version of themselves. So when you put a week together, or however long it takes for you to see for yourself and feel the difference, then something will catch, you'll get hooked. Something will be like, damn, this does work. I want to keep doing it. And then you'll have a reference point from in the past when you weren't doing it, and when you were into a bunch of just escape mechanisms that was just draining your life force. It might take you out of pain for a second, but at the same time, just draining your life force. So you remember that state. You remember how you felt. You remember how you kind of looked, and just you were kind of like a tree that's dying or something. And now you start to put your life together, start to practice semen retention, and you're like the plant that wasn't getting any water, and now you start putting water on it, and you start to come to life again. Because the semen, the subtle essence of the semen, it's like water. It's life force for our body. It's like, if we don't do that, it's like driving a car with no oil or something, or it's just gonna not run as good. So once you experience this for yourself, then it really starts, and then you keep working it. Then you might relapse, and then you get back on the train, you relapse again. It's okay, but you start going after it. And the quickest way to lose the inner glow, you see for yourself, is that you start going back into these old behaviors and patterns again. And you're looking for the cheap hit of dopamine because you want to escape some uncomfortable feeling that you're feeling. And so that's your go-to. That's the habit that you've been energizing now for years or decades. So it's natural to want to do that again. But now you have the contrast, and your spiritual tendencies have awoke, and now the war starts. You want to be stand on the spiritual side. You're ready for that. You've already tasted the old life, and that's important to taste. I feel very blessed. I got to live 2 lives in this life. I've tasted the darkness, and now I'm experiencing the light, and it's great. Because if you didn't taste the darkness, you wouldn't enjoy the light so much. This is how it is. So you can say it's destiny that we have to taste this dark, lower level of living for a while. God ordains that. Some people who are a little overly dogmatic in religion, they wouldn't believe that. They think God's just all about love and peace. God is beyond everything, beyond duality. But He affords us the opportunity to experience the full spectrum state of life. And for that, we need duality. We need negative so we can enjoy the positive. Hope that helped you, man. So good. Let me know any questions you have, everything, and I'll answer them as best I can. Thanks.